Hello there, folks. It is the Chaos Lord, and he's here to lead you, apparently. Well, it's going to be Deimos playing as that Chaos Lord, looking very snazzy here with his shiny purple Chaos Lord, looking a little bit Slanesh even. Maybe. What is the logo? Wait a minute. This is... yeah, this is not Deimos. Deimos wouldn't be wearing such a... This is Slaneshi as fuck. Way too Slaneshi for Deimos, I think. It could be Seraph or Feg. The polymorphic Chaos Lord versus Inekura with, I believe this is Black Templars. Not very good with my Space Marine chapters. I'm not entirely sure. And it's going to be memes and dreams because he's going for triple scouts. And immediately going to have one of them walking into melee with a heretic squad, which isn't great because they could have got the garrison here and been very annoying and kind of invalidated this tick. So a little bit of a micro error there from Inekura, and it is going to hurt his map control, that's for sure. Inekura running around with capeless scouts for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Normally that happens if you've got a lower army level. Basically, you've not played a lot of games in multiplayer with the scouts, but Inekura should have. Maybe he had a glitch and his stats reset, or maybe this is a smurf. But why would he be on a smurf and still call himself Innie? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's see. So the Chaos Lord is going to be a bit of a pain early on. He doesn't really do any damage, though he will with the Combi Flamer. But the problem is he's just basically impossible to kill right now. The DPS of scouts is really quite awful. It's roughly half that which the attacks do. So trying to kill this big tanky Chaos Lord is not really very viable. Now Devastators will do some damage to him, even more damage with the advanced targeting upgrade, which gives them the ability to load in vengeance rounds, temporarily increasing their damage at the cost of removing the suppression. Very good at killing the Chaos Lord if he's just trying to charge you in melee. Pretty good tool against the Chaos Lord in general, to be honest. But we'll see. Of course, with good Corn Worship, giving the speed boost, it's just quite easy for the Chaos Lord to actually avoid the Devastator. And right now, looking pretty bad for Inekura. Not the best map control. These scouts are doing quite well. They've evaded the CSM there. Some shotguns coming out will help deter these heretics. They're going to retreat instantly, don't want to bleed any models, fair enough. Yeah, they wouldn't have achieved a whole lot moving around there. Scouts need to be careful, so we can go for double snipers, I assume. Where are these? Are these over here? Where are the... oh, there are... no. Where are these scouts? Oh god, they were in the garrison here and they just got melted, right? Yeah, oh god. Yeah, that's not good. So these guys are getting the sniper now, but they're getting caught by heretics. They need to get out of there. And then the shotgun's just going to cap over on that side. Fair enough. Raptors makes sense for the polymorphic Chaos Lord. Obviously, they can just jump on the devs here. They can jump on the snipers. I mean, you know, full ranged comp apart from the Force Commander, so it makes perfect sense to go for Raptors. Both players got 3 gens. Chaos Lord is a little bit ahead in terms of eco, but not much. Probably just from having superior map control, to be honest. The Chaos player's done a really good job not bleeding with the heretics, though. I'll give him that. It's one thing that I find Chaos players, they don't do enough. They're very liberal with their heretic usage, and they'll quite confidently feed XP to the opponent. Now, I don't mind this engagement because you've got the Aspiring Champion. Yeah. Avoids any real bleed there, forces them off. And killing 2 snipers as well, that's rough. Snipers are expensive to reinforce. They're not only the typical 35 rec that you pay for any scout, but you have to pay a little premium in power when they're snipers, an extra free power. So that hurts, man. That hurts your tech time quite a bit if you start losing a few of them models. These guys getting caught out by the Raptors as well. Really should retreat. This guy's going to get killed. Indeed he does. They're just trying to bait them into the devs. I guess it forced off the raptors. They need to retreat now. Jesus. But a little bit of chip here coming in from the immolate ability on the Chaos Lord Combi Flamer. It's going to require 3 of them to actually destroy the gens, but you can come back later. Look at that range stance. Oh, nice, and gets the kill the weak on retreat as well. Very good, very good. A little extra HP there. Very annoying positioning here from the Chaos Lord. He's just able to charge into the Devastators here. Now we've got a Grenade Launcher Heretics as well. Wow. This is some good play here from the Chaos Lord player. I'm enjoying this. Okay, Iron Halo Artificer Armor. So the full tier 1 tanky build for the Force Commander. Very interesting. A little bit early there on the pushback with the Chaos Lord. Needed to do it a little bit later. Force Marine hanging around. Force Marine? Whoa, Force Commander hanging around here. Should be tying up the AC ticks. The auto guns here from the AC ticks actually doing some good damage onto the scout snipers, which are trying to kite. Yeah, splitting their damage between a few of the heretic models there. Not really going to achieve too much. And that's basically that. Let's have a look at the eco. Yeah, Chaos is still a little bit ahead, but not much. It's probably just the effect of all the power bleed from lost scout models. Yeah, the scout wipe was pretty brutal. I don't think it had the sniper, but yeah, it was upgrading and then he cancelled it and it went in the building and got wrecked by the Combi Flamer. But it's not really Requisition that's setting either of these players back. It is power. At the moment, Deimos / Seraph is floating. Needs to start his tier 2 attack. Actually floating quite considerably right now. 15 power float. And another kill here onto the scout snipers. Oh no, these are just shotguns. They only cost 35 rec. Not quite as big of a loss, but somehow the Chaos Lord died over here. What the hell happened there? Did he charge into the Devastators? Oh, what? Yeah, not a great loss. It's not a big deal though. I mean, there's a lot of Requisition to go around. That said, it's always nice if you can have a surplus of Requisition playing as Chaos in tier 2. Bloodletters, Plague Marines, they're all very Requisition heavy purchases, and your Heretics of course are going to keep bleeding as the game goes on because they don't scale at all. Snipers might get a kill here on the Raptors. They need to retreat. Wow, the Raptors just killed that scout with their pistols. Good job to the Raptors, and Grenade Launcher Heretics dealing quite effectively with the Devastators here. I must say these Aspiring Champion Grenade Launcher Heretics have been fantastic. Not sure why they retreated there. That was a bit weird. I'm sure even with the bolter, I'm sure this Aspiring Champion Space Marine can do pretty good in melee against the scouts. A little odd. So double Aspiring Champion. Trying to mitigate that bleed. That's fine, I guess. It's doing a really good job with map control against Space Marines, which can be quite difficult. Like, it's quite easy to win the big army versus army fights as Chaos, but dealing with the map controls is challenging. Having this Chaos Lord here with the Combi Bolter certainly helps, because as soon as he arrives anywhere near the scouts, they've just got to retreat, because they're going to be bleeding models as they try to flee from him. But we've got Librarian plays, which is nice to see. You don't see that too often, so then you'll typically see that comboed with a Power Fist. Good gen situation here for Inekura still. Bleeding a lot of power though, you know, the Devastator models as well, they also cost power to reinforce, so honestly he should have a lot more power if it wasn't for reinforcing. Whereas for Deimos' end, it's only the Raptor models that cost power, and I don't know if he's even lost any. That for the Emperor? Yeah, that for the Emperor, and that will boost the damage of the Smite, but it kind of was a whiff there, just missed. I like the idea though. Yeah, these shotgun scouts need to get the hell out. No model losses. Scout snipers just walking right into the the jump range of the Raptors there. Now we've got Bloodletters, but they're... Okay, they got the worship support coming up. Probably want to phase out. Yep, lucky special there from the Librarian, sends the Raptors flying away. And he's going to get out of there. I don't know if that's Quickening or Veil of Time. Doesn't really matter either way, he's going to get out. Quickening it was. So that gives him 90% damage resistance and knockback immunity for 4 seconds. Yeets the Force Commander there with a Demonic Fury, but teleports him to safety via the Gate of Infinity and sends him back in. Couple of pot shots coming down with the snipers trying to get one of these Raptor models. One of the Bloodletters did die, no Raptors though, and here comes the Chaos Lord to deter the snipers. Now, I was going to say, we're probably going to see the Mantle of Hate. It's so good against tanky melee heroes and sub-commanders alike, and obviously Inekura has both right now, so we do indeed see that Mantle of Hate. The ability to immobilize... Wait, hang on. Yeah, Mantle of Hate. Mantle of Rage is the tier 1 armor. I was thinking, is Mantle of Hate the tier 1 armor or the Drain Life one? But yeah, the ability to just immobilize... Okay, this is bad. Get back. The Vengeance rounds proving very useful there. Definitely deterred that tanky Chaos Lord. But on Drain Life, it's not about draining the life. It's about what that ability actually does. Not the healing aspect, but the immobilization of a single entity and doing large damage over time. It's very scary. It's one of the best tools to actually try and wipe the Librarian. Immobilize him with the Drain Life and then follow up with hits from your Power Blades and your Bloodletters. Can be quite effective. Seeing that Smite for the Emperor combo again, I mean, it wasn't that great. Only took the Heretics down to about half HP, but look at this, the Sniper shots plus the Librarian easily handling the Bloodletters. They really need worship support or they're not cost effective at all. If the Snipers take another shot, they might kill another Bloodletter. Yeah, the Bloodletters have to retreat for this reason. Don't want to risk losing any more models. Deimos is going to be going straight to tier 3 here. Inekura somehow is floating Requisition and very low on power, which is interesting because he's not actually lost any generators yet. Again, I just imagine how much better his economy would be had he not bled so many power costing models to reinforce. Here comes the Drain Life. Oh, no quickening, no quickening. He activates it now, but he actually activated it a little early there. A lot of its effect wasted. Oh god, he might losing. A failed kill the weak. Ooh, I think he could have got him there if he didn't kill the weak. Wow. Damn. Yeah, Inekura really dropped the ball there. She used quickening way sooner. You can use the quickening to try and counter the Drain Life. You know, it stops the damage basically. You're only going to take 10%. Wasted the Demonic Fury there as well, using it whilst the Force Commander had his shield up, so he can't be knocked over. Not very useful. I mean, should probably... Oh, wow. God, baited him out. Had the Drain Life ready again. Beautiful stuff. That should be the end of this Force Commander. I was going to say, should probably just jump the Bloodletters over, but that was nice play there from Deimos. He knew he had the Drain Life off cooldown again. It has a short cooldown, that, doesn't it? Jeez. I didn't realise how short the cooldown was. So he baited him into the fight, thinking he might kill this Chaos Lord. But he wanted the Bloodletters still in the action to try and get that kill. And he got it, so that's nice. Cheeky little grenade there, killing about 5 or 6 Heretics. Nice smite. Kills a Chaos Space Marine as well, but Deimos is tier 3. We've got a lot of resources for Inekura, but he isn't buying anything yet. Could go tier 3 himself, could get a Dreadnought. Looks like he's opting for tier 3 for now. He is the Force Commander, so he has the option of getting Assault Terminators if he wishes. We'll see. I don't like the Bloodletters running into melee here with the Librarian when the Sniper's shooting at them. They're now getting out of the range of the Worship as well. But I guess it works out pretty well, so it doesn't matter. Quite a lucky chain of special attacks, I would say. Quite an unlucky series of Power Fist there. Will he get the next hit? No, can't. Probably would have been worth going for the Sniper shot. I feel like the 2 snipers, if they hit this model, might have killed it. And here comes the Chaos Lord with a combi again, so the Scout's got to run. He shuts down this Scout play so well. Chaos Sorcerer and Chaos Lord are pretty damn good against the Scout Snipers. PC can't really do anything himself. Chaos Sorcerer obviously has that teleporting armor, and I tell you what, these ACGL heretics have done amazing. Are these guys getting out with no model loss? Seriously? What the fuck? How? That's an interesting one. Here come Veil of Time, Vengeance Round Devastators charging in. Nice little drain life to prolong the Chaos Lord's durability. So yeah, on the topic of the Power Fist, the reason why you often see it with the Librarian is he can give Veil of Time to the Force Commander, and then the Power Fist has a lot more damage per hit. Well, it does more DPS than the Thunder Hammer as well, but in particular, even if the DPS was the same, the Power Fist hits really slowly, which makes it great at damaging units that he's chasing when he's not derping out like this. I don't know why he was derping out like that. I wouldn't say that Hammer is for ranged blobs at all. Hammer is actually a much better melee counter with a constant knockback spam. But if you're chasing down enemies that are kiting you, the Power Fist is going to be more effective. So you can commit to some really funny situations when you've got the Librarian who can Gate of Infinity you out, and you can just hunt to bleed models and then teleport your Force Commander out with Gate of Infinity in such a way that you wouldn't really do if you didn't have the Librarian. So Inekura trying to go for some of those plays. He's got a little bit out of it, a little bit of bleed, but nothing crazy. Decent little Force Barrier there from the Librarian. Force Barriers them into the Force Commander. I didn't actually notice him flanking around. But the question is, does the Librarian have energy for a smite? And I guess not, because he just retreats straight out. And another Devastator Space Marine setup here, but disrupted by the GL tick barrage. Really, really good GL tick usage here. And nice Chaos Lord plays as well, comboing the Drain Life into... Oh, look at that though. Veil of Time Power Fist. There you go. That's why you get it, boys. Literally like that. Did you see that motherfucker? Sprinting after the Chaos Lord. I didn't even realize he had Veil of Time, and kills the CSM as well. There you go. That's why you get the Power Fist. Really, really good DPS. It's better than the Thunderhammer for duels as well. So in a big army versus army fight versus melee, the Thunderhammer's better. But for dueling, things like the Chaos Lord, the Power Fist is better because it's got more DPS. So it's going to be a Predator tank for Inekura, and it's quite funny actually. Deimos got to tier 3 first, but it is Inekura who's going to be getting the tier 3 unit out first. And I didn't realise as well, Inekura is doing fantastic for VPs. Currently a 2-to-1 cap against Deimos, who is down below 125 VPs, and it's ticking down really fast, being a 2-to-0 cap. Snipers and Predator there killing 2 Raptor models, feels pretty bad. A lot of bleed to be had. Probably wants to retreat the Force Commander at this point. Just going to use him to cap, fair enough. He's got a decent amount of HP regen here with his Artificer armor. Oh, Deimos is going for the Land Raider Phobos. I was wondering how Deimos managed to get to tier 3 first and not have a unit. Because he's going for a super unit. But it's a little bit scary because, you know, we've got a Power Fist Force Commander here who's actually pretty durable now, level 3. He's got all of his tanky gear. He's got a Librarian to support him. So all it takes is one Flesh Over Steel into an orbital bombardment, and that is basically a dead Phobos. And there's not a lot of time as well. He's conceded a lot of VPs to get this play going. 200 power in the bank, but no requisition. Classic Chaos. Such a requisition-heavy faction. But the Phobos is going to be heading to the centre. We've already seen a las cannon upgrade there on the Devastator, so that's going to be a bit of a nasty shot for the Phobos. Needs a bit of support there. The Devastator is in green cover. But you can see the DPS from the Phobos against vehicles is really incredible with those dual twin-link las cannons. Using the Corn Worship now, trying to finish off the Predator. Nice disruption once again from the las cannon. For the Emperor is on the las cannon. But the Raptors are moving in. They should be able to kill a couple of these models now. At least one of them. So Force Commander trying to get around to the natural VP. Heretics get on repairs from the Phobos there, quite clearly outgunning the Predator, which itself now does have a las cannon. And CSM did manage to catch the natural VP of Inekura, which is going to be taken back by the scouts. Honestly, at this point, might be an idea to get the Mark of Khorne on your CSM, so they get better HP regen, more HP in general, and can just... Oh, wow, sorry about that. Random hiccup. Just so they generally can hunt down the snipers a lot better and faster, more map control, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, we've got a big fight in the middle. The Phobos is dueling again with the Predator. It seems to just be unable to hit for some reason. And of course, this was the worry. The Flesh Over Steel comes in and immobilizes the Phobos. So then it is a sit-in duck for the rest of the attacks. Classic fucking Flesh Over Steel, man. Very brave to be going a big super heavy vehicle against the Force Commander when you don't have Havocs to control the Force Commander in the back. And now with the Terminators coming in, this is going to be quite tricky. Beautiful special attacks here from the Librarian, but an Imperial Abyss called down to the Predator, and he's going to take it out. Slow reaction there from Inekura. The Librarian is freezing in place, losing a lot of HP to the Imperial Abyss, but he is going to live. Just about. The Force Commander did not live. And nor did the Predator, so that actually evened things out a bit, but at the end of the day, the big advantage for Inekura right now is that he has Terminators, and Deimos does not. I think it's definitely going to be time to be getting a Mark for your CSM to help deal with these Terminators. Probably rotate Mark of Khorne CSM into the center, and have Raptors do the side capping now instead. That's what I would do. The one vulnerability of the Terminators here for the Space Marines, they're the only unit in the roster that does not have melee resist. So you've really got to try and kill them in melee. I mean, check out their HP regen. This level of HP regen plus super heavy infantry armor, very, very hard to kill them with ranged attacks. And Veil of Time on them now. Yeah, Terminators with Librarian support, pretty tough to deal with. And quite easily able to just out DPS the healing and the blood letters at this point. So a little blood sacrifice going in here, just trying to stall out the cap, I guess, but not sure how effective this is really. Force barrier again. I mean, it only knocks over a few heretics. I guess it messes up their pathing. Got the nice use of the las cannon here, capping on the sidelines. And what happened to the CSM? CSM are back at base. Chaos Lord was rebought. No upgrade on the Chaos Lord though, so the Power Fists of the Terminators are going to spank him pretty hard. Melee resist or not, and that's going to be the concede from Deimos. Yeah, too much bleed. I mean, really, that was just a matter of going for the Land Raider Phobos and losing because of it. Needed the Chaos Lord nearby to counter the Flesh Over Steel with the Drain Life, or build a Havoc and sit the Havoc behind the Land Raider, so that obviously when the Force Commander runs in, he'll get suppressed and your Land Raider can back out. But very risky to go for a Land Raider in that instance. Obviously, the meta play would have been to get a Predator out as soon as possible. He did get to tier 3 first. He should have had that Predator out sooner. And he probably would have been fine. You know, he had a little bit of heavy melee on the Raptors. He could have got a las cannon out afterwards quite easily. No ASM here, and no teleporter pack on the Force Commander. Even if there was, you've got Drain Life on your Chaos Lord along with Blood Letters. Just send the Raptors around the sidelines to cap, since they can easily deal with Sniper Scouts. But nevertheless, a nice game there. And yeah, we're memeing and dreaming. An interesting build here from the Space Marines. Triple Scouts, you don't see it every day, but it can be effective when piloted correctly. Hope you did enjoy that one, folks. That's going to be all from your boy STD this time. Torpid signing out.